Welcome to a one-on-one here with Janelle, and we're in Orlando at a special event here with an Orlando local and slash international personality, singer, actor, Joey Fatone.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Thank you. How you doing, Janelle?
Really good. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Fantastic.
Good. Ready to do a little celebration?
Yeah. You know, we have a charity event we do every year at How the Moon here, so we're doing that, and what better way to do some interviewing with you, have a lot of fun, and then maybe you come and check out the festivities tonight.
Absolutely. I appreciate your time. And we'll touch a little bit more about exactly why you're doing the event tonight. Let's go back a little bit. I want to do a little retro. Of course.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, I don't know. We won't go back too far. Your beginnings in showbiz, at least as far as we know, were in Orlando after you moved here when you were pretty young.
Yep.
And I don't think it's a secret you used to perform at Universal, which led to the connection to start NSYNC. No one's gonna ever forget NSYNC.
Some people, it slips their minds every once in a while. But yeah, I moved here when I was 13 years old, and then I went to Dr. Phillips High School here in Orlando, and then I worked at Universal singing and dancing. I knew Chris, who was in NSYNC, as well as JC, who did the Mickey Mouse Club. We kind of got together, and Justin was there as well, and we got a hold of Lance, and it sounds very quickly, and it was fairly quickly, but we went off to Europe, and we started doing stuff in Germany for about 2.5 to 3 years with the group before we came here to the States, because a lot of boy bands were popular at the time, like Backstreet Boys. Hanson was there, also Spice Girls started coming out, and then when the crossover came to come over here, we came over here, and the rest was kind of history.
Yeah, and I even found a little tidbit of that one of your first public performances here was at Pleasure Island.
Yes, the NSYNC.
Pleasure Island is gone now.
I know, sad Pleasure Island. Yeah, it was at the Beach Club. We did a demo tape where we performed in front of a lot of JC and Justin's fans because they were on the Mickey Mouse Club. So what we did is we got a bunch of sent letters to those fans to say, hey, we're recording something with these guys. Why don't you guys come and check it out? And that's kind of how we did our first demo. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Good memory. When you see that sign, and go, wow, how
it's all there like it was yesterday.
Now, gosh, you've had many dream jobs. I mean, if somebody really looks at your resume, I mean, I touch a little bit, you saying you're an actor, you did one of the best movies of our time, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I mean, who can love a great movie?
Best romantic comedy of all time, supposedly. I don't know, as far as what they tell me. But yeah, I got very blessed and very fortunate enough to do a lot of these different things. And in my high school years, I did a lot of acting and led a lot of, as far as musicals and stuff like that. So I always loved doing stuff like that. So I got a chance to do My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I did Rent on Broadway as well, and Little Shop of Horrors. So it was a blast to do that as well. So I've been very fortunate enough that everything that I've done so far, people have not told me I sucked, which is good.
That's awesome. Definitely not. We still remember you. You're always smiling. Now, out of all those things that you've done, I mean, I'm sure you have a list of some memorable moments in your life and your performances and everything, but does anything sort of stand out? Is there anything that's like still your passion? Like, I know you started singing, but
yeah, you know what? That's a tough question because I love all aspects of entertainment, whether it be performing in front of 5 people or 5 million people. Whether it being as far as being on Broadway, doing a stage show and telling a story and entertaining them and having them right in the palm of your hand, or being on tour with NSYNC and doing concerts where everybody's singing and having a great time, or doing films and being creative like that. And it's always interesting with film or television because sometimes you don't really know, especially with film though, you never know what's really funny if you're doing comedic or whatever the case may be. You don't know how it's really perceived and how well it's going to work. Like when I did the scene in My Big Fat Greek Wedding in the restaurant where I'm saying, hey Ian, we're going to kill you. Everybody remembers that, and I'm like, I didn't think it was that funny.
Right.
But people thought it was hilarious. So I was like, all right, maybe I don't know what funny is.
Special moment. Yeah, you don't know how people are going to react. You never really know, right? Who knew all the things that you've done? And that you'd be second place on Dancing with the Stars. Right?
Yeah, who knew about that one either? I mean, I knew my left from my right. I could dance in a sense of hip hop, but when you got into doing the ballroom and the Latin dancing, that's something that I've never done before. And to train and retrain my brain to do something like that, it wasn't easy. It was like, teaching, it was like starting all over again. It really was.
Yeah, and a great partner that you had.
Kim Johnson.
So, let's touch on why we're here. We're at Howl at the Moon in Orlando on International Drive, one of the big kind of tourist areas in Orlando for those who don't know. But you're here for your foundation, the Fatone Family Foundation.
That's correct.
And this one benefits the My Healing Harmony, correct?
Yep, My Healing Harmony. Yeah, what it is, basically, we after NSYNC, if you want to backtrack a little bit, after NSYNC we had a charity called Challenge for the Children, which we donated to different children's charities. And we did a few of them, and we knew a lot of different charities that we donate to, but there were certain ones that we did donate, but we never really knew 100% what was going on or where the money exactly was going. So I started doing a party here in Orlando during Christmas where we donate a toy. When we started doing that and I went to different hospitals, I started realizing that a lot of different organizations do these events, and there's tons of toys for these kids, but what about what really needs is the equipment, or maybe some type of thing to help them as far as move along with the process of whatever, maybe if they're getting treatments, if they're on the cancer floor or whatever. So we started coming up with raising the money for different things. We did Camp Boggy Creek, which is a nonprofit organization that Paul Newman started, like the Hole in the Wall Gang, that's what it is, and there's one chapter that's here in Florida, but we started to look into venture off into other things, and we teamed up with Arnold Palmer Hospital, where we built a recording studio called My Healing Harmony. And what it is I just was there 2 days ago with Holly, who's the girl that's literally there pretty much 24/7, always in there. And either she's teaching somebody maybe how to play guitar if they want to, if they're in there for a couple of months, or maybe sometimes if they're not feeling really well or they're really in pain, they cheer them up. She sings a song, plays guitar, she plays piano, she plays flute. I mean, she plays everything. It's amazing. She's really, really talented.
Music does have healing, aspects to it. It can soothe a child. It can soothe an adult.
Exactly. It calms people down. Or you know what? If they're angry and mad, they can sing a song. Because I was even in there in one of the rooms where the patient wanted to sing with the girls, so she sings with them. And she was actually from Argentina. She has cancer, and she was out there. And there was another thing where she had her iPad, Holly did, and she played like a karaoke version of some song that was in Spanish that she knew. So the girl sang it. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. It was very touching.
Some special moments, definitely. It's amazing. Now, we're gonna have a good time tonight, kind of a party to celebrate for a good cause.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the ones that we do, the charity events, where a lot of charity events are really stuffy and they kind of like you with a sit-down dinner. Everybody, it's like, you know what? This is a place to have a couple of shots, have a great time. I know, times are tough, but you know what? We're trying to do it to where it's affordable for everybody to come out. So it was only $20 to get in. You get 2 free drink tickets. Why not? And it's really great that Howl at the Moon and myself have always teamed up every year after year, pretty much 2 times a year, and it's been a blast.
And that's why you're such a you're always giving back to the community, Joe. Really, very approachable and very, very warm and hospitable. I do appreciate it. And one more question: so what's next? Is there anything left that you can do that we haven't seen?
Everything. I started hosting again, trying to get my hosting chops back up. I was in Vegas, and then I was in Connecticut. In Vegas, I did The Price is Right, which was a live version of it, and the same thing with Let's Make a Deal, which was in Foxwoods, Connecticut Casino. So it was like a live thing. I shot a film with Robert Englund from the original Freddy Krueger. I did a horror film with him, which was a couple months ago, which was really interesting, very cool. And
we'll see that eventually.
Hopefully, keep our fingers crossed. Either it's going to go to DVD or big screen. We don't know yet. It's still in the editing process. So once that's done, and we've just been taking it easy, spending time with the family. Right now, where the holidays, everything kind of slows down a little bit. So it's nice that I'm going to get a chance to stay home. But once like January and February hit,
bam, back to work.
I'm off again, running around, trying to hustle, trying to entertain people.
That's right. You definitely do that very much. It's always a pleasure, Joey. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Okay. You have a wonderful night and happy holidays to your family.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks again for joining us with the One-on-One with Janelle here in Orlando. Have happy holidays.
That's right. One-on-One with Janelle. Woo!